What happened to Stephan?
È un giocatore così, l'abbiamo imparato. Zoppicare intanto proprio è Shaarawy e il gol
From Genoa's under
che viene
19s
deviato, è Shaarawy in aria, è Shaarawy! Il piccolo Pharaoh diventa grande, il palo
to Padova and CRB.
Di mettere ancora in mostra le mie.
che filtra, attenzione, possibilità, il Shaarawy! Ancora lui! Il Shaarawy! La doppietta! 3-3! È una partita fantastica!
To the last Pharaoh of Milan.
Una volta dissi a tua madre, questo bambino diventerà certamente qualcuno. E tu crescevi bello, sano, forte. Vederti crescere ogni giorno era una cosa...
To alone in Monaco.
E viene deviato, è Shaarawy in aria, è Shaarawy! Il piccolo Pharaoh diventa grande!
Then back to Italia, but to the city of the seven heroes.
I pazzi per El Shaarawy, il gioiellino arrivato dal Genoa, a calamitare un po' l'attenzione generale dopo
To a fresh start in China.
una bella prestazione fatta contro il Ravenna in Coppa Italia. Noi l'abbiamo sentito.
But Rome is where the heart. This is the story of Stephan El Shaarawy. Stephan El Shaarawy, well known as the Pharaoh, started his playing career in Genoa. In the 2007-8 season, at just 15 years old, El Shaarawy was able to get his first minutes under the Genoa's under-19s, coming on from the bench and playing 16 minutes, but it was the following season where El Shaarawy really made his mark. El Shaarawy made 20 appearances for the under-19s in all competitions, scoring 7 goals. El Shaarawy was having a breakthrough season for the under-19s. 15 years, 5 months and 29 days, El Shaarawy would be called up for the under-16s Italian national team. He would go on to make 8 appearances for the under-16s and scoring 4 times. Just 5 months later, 15-year-old El Shaarawy would join the under-17 Italian national team. He would go on to make 15 appearances but just scoring 1 goal. At 16 years old and 1 month, matchday 16 against Atalanta, El Shaarawy will be on the bench for the first time, and it will be the next match when El Shaarawy makes his debut against Verona. 16 years, 1 month and 25 days old, coming on from the bench and playing 7 minutes. You would hope there's more to come from El Shaarawy, but the chance just didn't come. For the rest of the season, El Shaarawy would be on the bench 7 times and didn't come on once, but he was still playing well and getting his minutes at under 19. With such a successful campaign, you only expect more from the 16-year-old, and more he produced. In the 2009-10 season, El Shaarawy made 25 appearances for the under-19s and scoring 11 times, but El Shaarawy was still finding it hard to break through into the first team. On match day 2, El Shaarawy will be on the bench against Atalanta but never got any minutes, and he'll struggle to make the team for the rest of the season, featuring in match day 24 against Juventus and only playing 23 minutes. El Shaarawy struggled to find himself in the squad again. Match day 36, El Shaarawy will come off the bench playing only 16 minutes. A tough season for the young star who was looking to break through. With only making 2 appearances and 42 combined minutes, Genoa thought it was a good thing for the young boy to go on loan. Towards the end of the season, El Shaarawy will continue to go up the ranks in the Italian national setup, featuring 3 times, this time for the under-18, and scoring 1 goal. The 17-year-old had a big season ahead. In the 2010-11 season, El Shaarawy will join Padova for a season loan in CRB, and this will be one of the best decisions El Shaarawy will make in his playing career. This season, he will make 25 league appearances, scoring 7 times, helping Padova come out fit and registering their place in the playoffs. The first leg of the semi-finals, Padova will win 1-0 and El Shaarawy will get 70 minutes, but it was the next match when El Shaarawy really showed his worth. He would score 2 goals in the second leg of the semi-finals, getting a goal in the dying minutes that made it 3-3. This guaranteed Padova a place in the finals, making the 18-year-old the new hero of Padova.
Pallone che filtra, attenzione, possibilità, il Shaarawy! Ancora lui! Il Shaarawy! La doppietta! 3-3! È una partita fantastica che non finisce mai! Adesso il 3-3 ed è di nuovo il Padova a potersi giocare la finale, ma non è ancora finita.
They would draw the first leg of the final and El Shaarawy play in 82 minutes. In the second leg of the final, El Shaarawy would only play 17 minutes as Padova got a red card and El Shaarawy was a forced substitute at the 17-minute mark. And just before El Shaarawy came off, Padova would concede in the 16-minute mark. Like any other team with the men down, they struggled to create any real opportunities and ended up losing the playoffs 2-0. El Shaarawy proved not only to Genoa but to the whole of Italy and the world that he's ready to play in the big leagues. In the same season, El Shaarawy made his debut for the under-19 Italian national team. The promising 18-year-old would go on to win Padova's Player of the Year that season. El Shaarawy became a highly rated youngster instantly, and teams were now lining up to try sign the young wonderkid for the upcoming season.
Niente da fare per il portiere Uicani. Padova 1, Novara 0.
In the 2011-12 season, El Shaarawy would end up joining Italian giants AC Milan for a whopping £20.3 million. El Shaarawy will be joining world-class players like Padova, Ibrahimovic, Robinho, Gattuso, Thiago Silva, and the list goes on and on. El Shaarawy will also move up to represent the Italian national team under 21, appearing 5 times and scoring 3 goals, wearing his iconic number 92 to represent his birth year. But it wasn't always going to be an easy season for El Shaarawy at Milan, as the team normally played a formation of a 4-3-1-2. El Shaarawy had to adjust his game and play more as a centre forward or a second striker, and not his natural position at left wing or right wing. El Shaarawy made 27 appearances in all competitions, scoring 4 times and assisting twice. Not the best season, as El Shaarawy was mainly coming off the bench, but he set the tone for the next season. El Shaarawy began his 2012-13 season by making his full international debut for the Italian men's national team. The 19-year-old played 59 minutes against England and set the tone for the season. The wonderkid made 37 league appearances, missing only 1 match. He would score 16 league goals, making him top 3 goal scorers of the season. He would also register 5 assists to his name, getting 21 goal contributions for the season, and going on to help Milan finish 3rd in the table. El Shaarawy had the best season he could ever imagine, and you could only imagine him getting better from here on. But the fairy tale wasn't meant to be. The next season, El Shaarawy would have his worst season yet. After only 2 games, El Shaarawy would pick up his first of many injuries. With the injury curse landing upon the youngster, he would only get 6 league appearances and no goal contributions. Without El Shaarawy for majority of the season, the effect would be felt. AC Milan finished 8th in the 2013-14 season. The downfall of El Shaarawy, many would say, was the downfall of Milan. But the real question was, would we see the return of the Pharaoh the following season?
Dissi a tua madre, questo bambino diventerà certamente qualcuno. E tu crescevi bello, sano, forte. Vederti crescere ogni giorno era una cosa meravigliosa.
In the 2014-15 season, El Shaarawy will play a majority of the games, but it wasn't long until his injury curse returned. It wasn't long until El Shaarawy caught another serious injury, which saw him only play 7 games in the second half of the season. Another disappointing season by the standard El Shaarawy had set. El Shaarawy only made 18 league appearances, scoring 3 times and assisting 3 times, and the effect was again felt on AC Milan as they finished 2 positions below the season before. There had to be change for El Shaarawy and AC Milan, and it had to happen fast. In the 2015-16 season, El Shaarawy would be shipped off on a season loan to AS Monaco. There he would make 15 league appearances and no goal contribution. El Shaarawy just wasn't himself as he didn't play 1 full 90-minute game for AS Monaco. So in January, he'll return to Milan to make a surprise move to Roma, where he'll join them on loan for the rest of the season. And with Roma appointing a new head coach, it was a new fresh start for El Shaarawy that he needed. That season, he'll go on to make 16 league appearances, scoring 8 goals and assisting twice. We got to see a glimpse of the real El Shaarawy everybody knew. The 23-year-old will help Rome finish third that season. El Shaarawy found himself again, and Roma were willing to invest in the once-upon-called wonderkid. So they did. In the 2016-17 season, El Shaarawy joined Roma for £13 million. El Shaarawy made 32 league appearances, scoring 8 times and assisting 5, helping Roma finish second on the league table. But it was Edin Dzeko taking all the spotlight, scoring 29 goals that season, and El Shaarawy was only growing from strength to strength. He made 44 appearances in all competitions, making 21 goal contributions. El Shaarawy was back to his best. In the 2017-18 season, he made 44 appearances in all competitions and getting 16 goal contributions in all competitions, helping Roma finish third this time around, slowly getting back to the wonderkid that we once knew. In the 2018-19 season, El Shaarawy would get 2 injuries, but that didn't stop him from making 33 appearances in all competitions and 18 goal contributions in all competitions, this time only helping Roma finish 6th in the league table. But it will be the next season when El Shaarawy made the shocking move to China. In the 2019-20 season, El Shaarawy had 11 months left on his contract. A £16 million offer from Chinese giants was enough to convince El Shaarawy to change allegiance to the Chinese side. The Chinese Super League was already halfway into the season when El Shaarawy joined. He would make 10 league appearances, scoring 1 goal and assisting 2. He would also help his team win the Chinese FA Cup, scoring 3 goals, including one in the final where they won 3-0. But many still wondered why El Shaarawy joined the Chinese side, as he said that they were the team very interested and they liked him very much. In the 2020 season, the pandemic shook the world, forcing the Super League only to start in July. The league would be cut in half, having only 14 matches. El Shaarawy would play 6 out of the 7 first games of the season and only getting 1 goal contribution, and missing the last 7 games of the season to international break. So just like that, the 2020 Chinese League would come to an end and El Shaarawy wasn't feeling at home. And in over 10 million a year, Shaarawy regretted his move to China. With still a year and 5 months left on his contract, El Shaarawy wanted to return back to Europe. So when the team that revived his career opened up their hands to bring him back home, he didn't hesitate. Joining Roma on the 30th of January 2021, the 28-year-old joined Roma on a free contract. Joining halfway of the campaign of 2020-21 season, El Shaarawy would make 14 appearances in all competitions and only have 4 goal contributions. He would miss majority of the second half of the season due to injury. But in the 2021-22 season, the Pharaoh was back. El Shaarawy would get 36 appearances in all competitions and having a combined goal contribution of 8. He would help Roma win the Conference League alongside Jose Mourinho, even though he was on bench from the quarterfinals until the finals and never coming on. His 4 goal contributions in the first 5 games of the group stage proved to be vital. Like he said after leaving China, "I still want to play in the most important games of football." The real question was, in the following season, which was the 2022-23, would El Shaarawy get better? And the answer was yes. El Shaarawy went on to make 42 appearances in all competitions with a goal contribution of 13. He would also help Roma reach the final of the Europa League, but they would lose 5-2 in penalties to the Kings of Europa, Sevilla. He got a few knocks during the season, but it never stopped him from slowly trying to get back to his best, although he was not reaching the levels of the wonderkid we once knew. One thing for sure is that he became an important part of Roma's team, helping them finish in the 6th position and retaining European football. The 2023-24 season would be El Shaarawy's most consistent season. He would be in the squad for all 38 league matches, starting 19 games, being subbed on 14 times, and been on the bench for 5 games. He would get 7 goal contributions, 3 being goals and 4 being assists. They went on another great run in the Europa League. This time they would get knocked out in the semi-finals by the unbeaten giants from Germany, Bayer Leverkusen. El Shaarawy would make the squad in all 14 games, starting 11 games, being subbed on in 2 games, and being on bench for one game. The 31-year-old experienced winger would prove to be an important factor to what Roma was trying to achieve, helping Roma come sixth in the Serie A again. You'd only wish the Pharaoh the best in the upcoming 2024-25 season. Shaarawy made the squad in all 7 games at the start of the season, starting 4 games, being subbed on in 1 and be benched on 2 occasions, with no goal and 1 assist during this period. The 31-year-old is currently suffering from a calf injury. Is this the return of the injury curse, or will Shaarawy return and continue to be an important player for Roma? Shaarawy has also made 32 appearances for the Italian men's national team while getting 7 goal contributions. One thing for sure is that Shaarawy never reached the heights that everyone was expecting him to hit. But one thing we know for sure is that injuries is another thing that stops a lot of wonderkids from reaching their potential. Comment more if you wanna see more wonderkids which were destroyed by injuries. This has been the story of Stephan Shaarawy, the Pharaoh. He's become the forgotten wonderkid. He's tried to recover his career after his injury crisis at Milan, but is it a little too late? Comment down below of what you make of Shaarawy's career so far, or will the injury curse cut him out short one last time? Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I drop more content like this. I've been 29. Goodbye and God bless.
Proprio è Shaarawy, è il gol del Genoa. Hai tirato, Stefano. No, hai detto nel senso in aria, è Shaarawy! Il piccolo Pharaoh diventa grande. Il pallone.
I miei compagni sono molto simpatici.
Pallone che filtra, attenzione, possibilità, il Shaarawy! Ancora lui! Il Shaarawy! La doppietta, 3-3, è una partita fantastica che non finisce mai.
Stephan! E Shaarawy è un gol